one is on hearts and hands. In one coach sat a very pretty young woman dressed in elegant taste and surrounded by all the luxurious comforts of an experienced traveller. Among the newcomers were two young men. As they passed down the aisle of the coach, the only vacant seat offered was. Here the linked couple seated themselves. The first question: what was the name of the train? B&M Express. What happened at the station? It says there was an influx of passengers. That means many passengers got into the train. What would be the opposite of influx? Exodus. EXODUS. Describe the two newcomers. So you could write, one was a handsome fellow with a bold, frank countenance and manner. The other was a ruffled, grim-faced person, heavily built and roughly dressed. Which was the only vacant seat in the coach? It was the reversed one facing an attractive young woman. Why were the newcomers called as the linked couple? Because they were linked to each other by means of a handcuff. Where did the linked couple board the train? Which place? They boarded the train at Denver. Next, how did the expression on the woman's face change on seeing a former acquaintance? So it says, first the woman glanced at these two newcomers with a distant, swift disinterest, and then there was a lovely smile that brightened her countenance, her face, and a tender pink tinged her rounded cheeks. That means she blushed. And then she extended her little grey gloved hand to greet the newcomers. Describe the manner in which the pretty young woman spoke initially. So how did she speak? It says her voice was full, sweet and deliberate. And she spoke in a manner as if she was accustomed to speak and be heard. So she had very affected manners. What does that reveal about her character? She had affected manners. She was one who was very particular about the appearances or the impression she would create on others. When the young girl finds out that Mr. Easton is a marshal, what does she compare him to? So, what does the young woman compare Mr. Easton to? So the line over here is, she calls him a dashing western hero who rides and shoots and goes into all kinds of dangers. She assumes he has a very adventurous life. Why does the young girl call people stupid? So here she says she is hinting, or she's trying to drop hints to Mr. Easton, saying that she was interested in him. And then she says money isn't everything, but people always misunderstand things and remain stupid. So why does she call some people stupid? Because they attach a lot of importance to money. So in effect, she's trying to say that she is not a person who gives a lot of importance to money. Do you find that this short story by O. Henry has the characteristic sting in the tail? So O. Henry, a very famous short story writer, is known for his sting in the tail endings. Means there's a sudden element of surprise in his stories. There's a very surprising end to his stories. So do you find that in the story? Yes, we do. There is a sting in the tail. What is the reason for your answer? We are surprised to understand, to know that Mr. Easton, the handsome fellow, is the one who was the real criminal and the rough fellow was the marshal. So there is a surprising end to the story, a sting in the tail.